She walked through the door with a bright, confident smile, as if nothing in the world had gone wrong. After an entire evening spent in another man's arms, Sophia returned home looking untouched by guilt. I didn't match her energy. I didn't even flinch. I stood still, face unreadable, and said coldly, "You have 10 minutes to sign these papers and leave my house." What she didn't expect was who walked in right behind her, Adrian, her husband's wife. That single moment sparked the downfall she never saw coming. It was the beginning of a reckoning she would never forget. When I first met Sophia, I believed we had something extraordinary. She was magnetic, brilliant, fiercely driven. I was drawn to her confidence, her ambition, the way she commanded every room she entered. We made sense together. She worked in financial consulting while I had carved out a reputation in luxury hospitality. Our careers were demanding, but we understood each other's pressure, respected each other's space. Or so I thought at first. The changes were subtle. Our evening rituals slowly faded. The dinners we used to prioritize together became rare. Sophia started working late more often. I told myself not to worry. High-pressure jobs came with unpredictable hours. I trusted her. Then came the night that cracked that trust. We were on the couch, half watching a show, when her phone buzzed. She snatched it up, giggled awkwardly, silenced it, and laid it face down. "Who was that?" I asked casually. "Just a client," she said, avoiding my eyes. The words were harmless enough, but the tight grip on her phone, the tense shoulders, said more than she intended. From that moment, unease took root, and it only grew stronger. The signs kept piling up. Late nights followed patterns. Replies to my texts became vague, sporadic. She grew distant, detached. The warmth I had come to rely on in her was fading fast. I couldn't shake the gut feeling that something was wrong. One Friday night, after she left for another client dinner, I found her laptop unlocked. Messages appeared, intimate, bold, explicit, between her and someone named Adrian. Dinners at upscale restaurants, weekends at luxury hotels. There were dozens of them. I felt physically sick. The worst part, I knew Adrian. I had met him at a corporate mixer. He was there with his wife. Their interaction had seemed oddly close, but I had brushed it off. Now it all made sense. The betrayal cut deeper knowing I had once shaken that man's hand. I didn't confront Sophia immediately. I wanted undeniable proof. I hired a private investigator. Over the next month, everything I feared was confirmed: photos, videos, detailed logs. Sophia and Adrian weren't being discreet. They were reckless. Then came the twist I hadn't anticipated. Adrian's wife, had no idea. She was just as in the dark as I had been. Poetic, almost, that the same man who helped destroy my marriage had left a gaping wound in his own. I compiled everything, emails, photos, surveillance, and sent it anonymously to Adrian with a simple note. "You deserve the truth. Call me if you'd like to talk." Days later, my phone rang. "It's all her." Adrian's voice was steady but shattered. We met at a quiet cafe and laid our shared truths on the table. Her composure impressed me. She wasn't the type to fall apart. She was the type to rise. "I don't just want him to pay," she said. "I want him to remember." I suggested we do it together. "They think they've gotten away with it. Let's prove them wrong." For the first time, she smiled. Over the following weeks, we planned meticulously. The confrontation would happen on a Saturday night. Sophia claimed she'd be working late again, but I already knew where she'd be. She and Adrian had reserved a table at a sleek downtown restaurant. I arrived first, securing the perfect view. Right on time, they arrived, laughing, fingers intertwined. They looked carefree, like nothing could touch them, until we stood. Their eyes found us. Faces drained of color. Silence fell across the restaurant like a heavy curtain. "Sophia," I said evenly, "you forgot to mention Adrian would be joining you tonight." "And you?" Sophia stammered, voice weak. "Busy as ever, I see," I replied. I placed a folder on the table. "Divorce papers. You have 10 minutes to sign. After that, pack your things. You're out." Adrienne's jaw clenched. But Amal, standing beside her, pressed her hand firmly on his shoulder. "You're not going anywhere," she said coldly. "We're not done." She dropped a second folder beside mine. Corporate misuse of funds. On Monday, it would go straight to the board. Sophia left with nothing but her purse and a stunned expression. By morning, her locks were changed, her belongings boxed and shipped to her parents. She tried everything, calls, messages, showing up at my workplace, but I ignored it all. The divorce moved fast. Adrian's fall came even faster. Evidence delivered. He was fired. Word spread like wildfire. He moved into a rundown apartment on the city's edge, far from the lavish life he had flaunted. Adrian and I kept in touch. We leaned on each other, helped rebuild our lives. In time, we found peace, not just from justice served, but from the strength we discovered within ourselves. Betrayal wounds, but it also reveals power. Sometimes the greatest revenge isn't destruction. It's letting them live with the wreckage they caused and walking away with everything they tried to take. In the end, true justice isn't about what you lose, it's about what you take. If you love this story, hit the like button, subscribe for more shocking true-life betrayal stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next jaw-dropping twist. Your support helps us bring these dramatic, real stories to life.